Max Verstappen hit back from his pointless sprint to outstage McLaren again in qualifying and head the grid for Sunday's Miami Grand Prix ahead of Lando Norris. The world champion, who became a father for the first time this week, reproduced his Q3 heroics from Suzuka and Jeddah to deliver his third pole of the year, just hours after failing to score any points in a short form Saturday race, having been penalised when he collided with Antonelli following a Red Bull pit stop blunder. A mistake from Norris on the McLaren's driver's final lap at turn 17 when his car became unsettled over the curb may have cost him pole by the smallest of margins. The Briton, though, was still 2 places ahead of championship leading teammate Oscar Piastri, who dropped him to 4th on the final lap, lapping slower than he did to set a glistering time in Q2. This is because sprint pole sitter Antonelli continued his statement weekend, taking 3rd, bouncing back from his own sprint disappointment after finishing what became 7th from a record-breaking pole. The Italian just was milliseconds away from Norris and not far away from Verstappen. He's now out-qualified Russell in both races this year, which will be disappointed. But yeah, Russell struggling this weekend, a way off. But qualifying represented fresh disappointment for underperforming Ferrari. Just hours after a top 3 in the sprint, Hamilton was out in Q2 for the first time in his Ferrari career. Leclerc made it through to the final stage in Q3, but was unable to get any higher than 8, so it meant that Ferrari were out qualified by Williams too, and Esteban Ocon did a great job in 9th, with Tsunoda finishing 10th. But yeah, while the earlier rain may have not gone to plan, F1's full-time world champion looked in the hunt for the front row to get a get-go as he took the fight to the pace setter McLaren. Setting the pace in Q1, Verstappen was only 5th quickest in Q2, 3.5 tenths away from Piastri's impressive benchmark that stage of the session, but found 0.4 on that effort to hold the provisional pole at the end of the first lap, so the decisive Q3 shootout. Verstappen's chances of improving on his benchmark in his final attempt appeared to have been compromised when he got a snap of oversteer at turn 1, but ended up delivering a 3 tenths improvement thanks to a lap of a 1:26.2 that neither Norris or Piastri can match. Congrats to Max, especially being a dad now. I was hoping it slowing down quick Norris. Max did a max out once again, and I can't fault him. I'm excited for tomorrow. Reflecting on a great qualifying, Verstappen said, I had a tiny moment in turn 1, so I lost a bit of time there, but the rest of that was very good. I'm very happy with one pole. I mean, you can get back out of it, but it's qualifying, so you just have to try and correct it and floor it out of the corner, he said. And before I go, let me run you through the classification qualifying. Max Verstappen on pole. Yeah, great job from him. He's not got the fastest car, but he keeps on delivering qualifying, doesn't he? Just showing how good he is. Norris in 2nd. I think he'll be confident of getting a win tomorrow, and still, very much in close distance, isn't he? Anthony 3rd, continuing his form from sprint quality, and just hope he can convert it into race. But yeah, great stuff. Piastri 4th. I think he'll be disappointed. Not a disaster, but yeah, probably will be disappointed, especially after losing out in the sprint earlier. Russell 5th. I think he'll be disappointed, away off Antonelli, but still in the mix, like I say, similar to Piastri. Williams really maximising their pace. Great stuff from them. They've got great pace this weekend. Leclerc in 8th. I mean, it's the maximum he can do. Just shows how much Ferrari is struggling. Hamilton just couldn't get the car done in turn 17. That cost him. But Ocon, great job from him, with Beerman struggling down there as well. I think Beerman's struggling this weekend. But yeah, Tsunoda away off his teammate. Still in Q3, but it's still improvements to find. I think that's pretty clear. Hajar in 11th is in the mix. Borsetto did a great job out qualifying Hulkenberg. But then, yeah, doing out-qualifying Gasly, I think that's a really good result for him, and hopefully he can build momentum on that. Lawson, 15th, still away off Hajar. I think he'll be really frustrated about that. And then Alonso struggling, as Aston Martin down at the moment. Yeah, they're just not looking great at the moment, are they? So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.